Relations. This is section 1.6.
We don't see it. Signal up.
Oh. All right, let's talk first about
Relation.
graphically.
Graphically.
What is this called?
Graph.
Okay, give me another name.
A chart.
X and Y, yes.
X. I'm trying my best.
Anybody. Starts with a C.
Chart.
Good guess, but no.
Choreography.
It is COO something.
Coordination.
Coordinate plane. It's the coordinate plane, okay? What is this point right in the middle called? Give me another name. Okay, this is the x-axis.
The axis.
This is the y-axis. So the point where the x and y-axis meet is called the what? It starts with an O.
Oreo.
Oh my goodness.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's called the origin. The origin. Now, as we name points in the coordinate plane,
Do we need to write that down?
yes, if I write it up here, you need to write it down. This counts up for x and down for x, right? So this is positive and negative. And then the same thing on y. Positive. Up is positive. Down is negative. Again, you guys should have seen this, but I want to make sure that you understand all the basics as well, okay? When we have a point in here, let's say this point, okay? Relations, yeah. That purple point right there is what we call, or it has actually an ordered pair that corresponds to it. That ordered pair describes where it is on the graph, okay? And we always name it first by x. So where is it on the x part? How many over did you go? 2. And then we name it by y. 1. So that you can always locate that point. So remember, points are always named by x and then by y.
I was confused with that was. I was like, hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nasty wearing glasses at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like up under my glasses and my glasses like slide off.
And your glasses fog up. Mine do anyway.
I feel like they slide.
They're like the strap goes under my glasses and the glasses like slide off my face.
Everybody needs a name.
I don't.
Let's see.
No signal.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, never mind.
Okay. So a relation can be on a graph, okay, where we like draw the line. I know, I'm sorry. With a table, as an equation, all of these are ways that we can illustrate a relation, okay? And then we can also do what we call mapping. And I do want to take a little while to talk about mapping because for some reason, mapping shows up on EOC a lot. So I want to make sure you understand what mapping is and what it does. Y'all got that?
Yep.
Okay. So we talked about x and y, but x and y can also be described using the terms domain and range. Okay, do y'all remember learning about domain and range?
Where'd it go?
Is it gone again? Oh, there it is. All right, guys, if y'all will shut those laptops so they are not any type of distraction, thank you. We're gonna make A's on this EOC this year.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna represent me
I
well.
passed it last year.
You haven't taken it yet.
Haven't? What about
Not for
last year?
not for Algebra 1.
What about past last
You're
year?
my
I
best.
passed some.
You passed 1A. You passed 1A. All right.
I know I passed some.
So, you might see something. This might say input, output. Okay, domain. We also say input, right, Fisher? Range, we also say output. You might see a T-chart that says XY. You might see one that says input, output. You might see one that says domain, range. Understand, this is all doing the same thing, okay? Now, let me actually not draw it with this line like this. Just erase that line in the middle. Are you writing in pen?
No.
Okay.
You're amazing. Are you writing on a tablet?
Yeah. Well, it's my laptop, but it's flipped over. All right, so let's say I have -2, -1, 0. Yes.
Wait, which one is input and which one is output? X is
Domain
okay.
and yeah. Here's what it's not like a T-chart where this point goes with this one. What mapping does is we draw arrows
Oh.
to let you know what goes with what. Okay? So the points in this one would be, or the coordinates, -2, 4. Give me another one.
Zero,
There's
six.
1, 4?
-1, 4. I heard 0, 6.
1, 8. I'm good at graphing.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
I've heard it so far.
Good? Smart to go. All right, so let's look at all these different relations and let's put them together so you can tell how to represent different relations, all right? I'm going to do it 4 different ways.
I'm paying attention.
As ordered pairs, as a table, and by table, I'm talking about an XY chart. As a graph, and as mapping. And so the goal here is that if I give you a relation in any of these 4 forms, that you can describe the relation in all 3 other forms. So let me just start you with, let's say, ordered pairs. 1, 2, 0, -3, 4, 5, 2, 2. And
7.
6, 8, 9.
1, 7. No, 7, 1. Make that 7, 1. I'm sorry.
7, 1, final answer.
No. I know, but I don't want to get into the next section too early. 7.
7, 4.
1, 6.
6, 9.
Are you sure? She's not sure.
I'm done.
Okay, yeah.
Both show.
Should have two of them, just change to -3.
All right, let's write it as a table first. Okay. X, Y. Okay. A good habit to be in is to have your X in order, but you don't have to. Tell me what goes in the X column. Give me all the numbers that go in the X column. 1, 0, 4, 2, 7. Now tell me the numbers that go in the Y column. 2, -3, 5, 2, and -3. Okay? This is the one where it does matter where you put them. This is not like the mapping I showed you to start with, right? This is where the one right beside it goes with the one right beside it. Okay, all the way up. If I graph these, I think that I am going to let y'all come up and graph these.
Are we drawing the graph?
Yes. Let's make sure we can all graph points. Actually, you know what? I'll put it on a whole nother page. And I'll put a grid on here for you. Because that's just how much I care about y'all. And I will put an XY axis on here just for y'all. X and Y. And now everybody will have a turn, so let's take turns. Who wants to start? Whichever one, it doesn't matter. Pick one of the points.
See, hang on.
Plot it and label it. What was one of the points? I'm on the other page. Somebody, 1, 2.
It's not funny.
You'll get to do one. There's enough for everybody to do one.
I would like to go this.
Wait. 1, 2.
All right.
All right. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2 means over 1 and up 2, right? All right. Over just 1. Just 1. Over 1, up. There you go. All right. Now put in parentheses and put the coordinates right there. See why my struggle is real? Out.
Scroll.
There you go.
Can I do the next one?
All right. Thank you.
Plot it all mine.
Here, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. It's hard to write up here. I'm gonna have to put the coordinates for y'all. 1, 2. Or I'll tell you what, you can come up to my tablet and do it. It's a little bit easier to do it from the tablet. All right, next point. Who wants to go?
Fisher Brandon. Me.
Oh, Dylan.
I was here first. I'll go after Dylan. How about that?
Dylan.
Thank you for not making me choose. All right,
Yeah.
next point.
We already know who you were choosing anyways. Oh, wait.
Well, you gotta
Oh,
tell us which
snap.
one you're doing.
Huh?
You gotta tell us which one you're doing.
The next one.
0, 3.
0, 3.
Yeah.
0, negative.
Oh, 0, -3. 0, -3.
Yeah, negative's that way.
X is 0.
Oh, x is 0. Makes
So
sense, makes sense.
0, -3.
Mm-mm.
There you go.
Wait, I thought that way was.
X was 0 on this one.
Good job, Dylan.
Oh,
That's why we're practicing. That's why we're taking some time out to make sure we can, because everybody always gets confused with coordinates.
All
Good
right,
job.
4 or 5.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Over 4.
I think that's 5 right there, ain't it? And then perfect.
wonderful
4, 5.
handwriting.
Who's doing the next one?
My handwriting is.
Come on, Maya.
It's like the pen slips on the screen, it's not. Yeah,
Come on now. No
I'm on
excuses.
2-2.
Result only.
it's too slick.
Yeah, do you do X first?
Yes, always do X first.
Is this 2 right here?
Yep, 2,
2 right there.
yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
How do you know, like, what's the negative three, or like,
Yeah,
how do you know which one to go on, like, you know, like, the y-axis,
7 negative.
down this way, it's right here. Oh.
You always do X first. The first number is always X, which is a cross.
Hey, don't
Which
pay
negative
attention.
do you know to go on? Like, which negative line do you know to go on?
So look at which number is negative. If the first number is negative, then you're on this one. If the second number is negative, then you're on this one.
Tayon
So
did it
this
right.
is positive, positive, that's negative.
Yes, yes.
That
Good job.
positive, negative, negative, positive.
That was negative, positive. This one's positive, negative. All right, let's see. 2, what is this? Oh, 7, -3. Perfect. Good job. All right, how many more points we got? I know we got
None.
more. That was all?
Right? Yeah.
No, it
Practice
wasn't.
ain't going,
Yeah,
well, that's it.
That's all. 1, 2, 3.
I have 5 points?
Yeah, 2.5.
Oh, y'all two didn't get to go. I'll do something else.
one of them.
Yeah, come on now.
You okay?
All right, we'll get something for y'all in a minute. All right. Make sure we're good with graphing, okay? Practice with that. I'll give you some tonight to practice with too, and make sure we're actually doing it, not copying each other's and not, because that's not going to help us, right? We
I
just,
never cheat.
thank you.
I mean, you know.
All right, let's do the mapping real quick.
Exposed.
I don't edit this video before it gets, because honestly, I just don't have time.
He just came out and said that it was nothing.
What, I'm sure you were joking, right?
I'm sure she was.
I'm scared. You don't pop scared.
Yeah, you shoot him my film.
Now that that situation has been handled, let's talk about mapping. We're gonna do the mapping by domain and range. Okay, what is the domain of this relation? We've done a relation. There, it's all the same relation. We've just modeled it differently. 1, 0, 4, 2, 7. Right?
I didn't see this one. Is that a
Right here.
104 to 27?
Yeah. This pen's slipping. What is the range?
-3, 5, 2,
Okay, 2, -3, 5. I've already got 2 on there, and I've already got -3 on there, so I'm good. Right? So now I'm going to draw an arrow to what goes with what point. What does 1 go with?
How do you know?
Here and here tells me 1, 2.
Oh, like, I understand.
No, come do the next one. Come on, we got you.
I'll do one. I'll do one. I don't need to do it.
Well, these two have to go, and then we'll loop back around for somebody
What
else.
am I supposed to be doing? Here in the book.
Okay, look, you look at that.
So you're looking, 0 goes with what?
Negative.
3.
So you're gonna come here and draw an arrow from 0 to
Okay,
-3.
we're going.
That's all? That's all mapping is. That's all mapping is. Do it on the, it's easier on the tablet than it is before.
So,
All right, so 0 goes with what in the range?
I don't know, to be honest. Wait.
Well,
Okay.
look at the ordered pairs up there.
This,
0, yep.
okay. That's a 4. 4 go with 5.
4 go, yep, that's right, that's right.
2. Dang! how to do it. Instead of, oh, it's three.
I didn't think you knew how to do it.
Now see, you did it
It wasn't
perfectly.
that bad.
Wasn't that easy?
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, good job. All right. How do you feel about that?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Very great.
All right, so I gave you several names. Come on. I told you that domain was the same thing as X, was the same thing as input. Now I'm also going to tell you it's the same thing as the independent variable. Independent variable. Lots of different names describing the same thing. Okay? With range, what does range describe?
Output.
Output. Y. Dependent. That's exactly right. Now, here's the way you have to think about it, because I'm going to give you some scenarios and I'm going to have you identify the independent and the dependent. Okay? The independent stands alone. Okay? It does not get impacted by the dependent. The dependent depends on X or depends on the other one to change. Okay? So, for example, you're selling tickets to the prom. The more tickets you sell, the more money you make, right? So I got two variables. What are my two variables? What's changing each time as I go? The what?
Amount of money.
The money
And
and the number of tickets. Right? Which one is the independent and which one is dependent?
money is in the picture of equal control. One round of tickets. Because tickets need money.
Huh?
How do you make more money?
By selling tickets.
By selling more tickets. So the amount of money you make depends on how many tickets you sell, right? Tickets are independent. Money is dependent. This is hard. You have to kind of think through it. Let's do another one. Let me think of a good scenario. Let me use one from your book because I can't even think right now. Cooking hot dogs. Okay, so how about the temperature of your grill increases as you add charcoal? What are the two variables?
The grid, the
Temperature and the charcoal, right? Here's one, here's another. Which one's independent and which one's dependent?
The temperature is dependent on the charcoal.
That is correct.
say that again.
Temperature is dependent on the charcoal. What? Did I say it weird?
No.
The temperature of the grill depends on how much charcoal you put in there. Right? The charcoal doesn't depend on the temperature. The temperature happens as a result of the charcoal.
Charcoal is temperature.
You're thinking about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right here, my right.
Okay. All right, let me show you a graph. Let's see if we can look at this graphically as well. Melanie, I need you to put that phone away, please. Distance, time. You're riding on your bike. Describe what's happening. You're riding on your bike. Look at the graph and tell me what's happening. As you go from here to here, what's happening? Your time increased. What else increased? And your distance, right? Pretend like this is horizontal. What happened here? Did you slow down?
You got the same place.
What's not changing there? The distance is not changing, but what is changing? So what's that mean you're doing? You're stopped, right? You're just sitting there. And then what happens? It moved again. As distance increased, as time increased. Both of them increased. Does that make sense to you? How to read that graph? Okay. Let's see, what time is it? What time are we done here?
140,
Let's talk about, oh no, I'm not getting into that. I know.